but I also don't want people to think that mental health should be the reason that you let go of something you love.
Welcome to the Around the Dirt Coffee Talk. I'm your host, BJ Johnson, and every week we're serving up a hot cup of truth, strategy, and motivation for players, parents, and coaches in the bat and ball community. So grab your coffee, settle in, and let's talk. Welcome to a Around the Dirt podcast that is probably going to be a little bit unique today because this new series of podcasts, it started out from my park car confessions, right? Then I said, I'm just going to tell people about my experience as a dad, a trainer, and a coach. But you called me, Nat, and you said, I want to be on the podcast.
Go get her.
Right? I was like, all right, well, we don't have mics. We don't have that many cameras, but we'll figure this out. Yeah. So here we are around the dirt on our first multi-person podcast.
What? Yes.
I'm excited about this opportunity.
Thank you so much for having us.
And so, I think I put some questions down, so we're going to ask a few questions.
Okay.
But the theme that I wanted to talk about when you said you wanted to come, the theme I came up with is called Different Paths, Same Passion.
Ooh.
Different paths, same passion.
Did you dream that?
What's that?
Did you dream that?
I dreamt it.
That's
kind of how I work, right?
I know, right?
I'm in the car driving and I'm like, different paths, same passion. And that's kind of how these things work, right? That's how they work. You are very inspiring people in so many ways that I wanted to talk about the normalcy of athletics and what you could what you could achieve by just staying focused.
Absolutely.
Right? And so today I got some questions, and I'm going to ask a lot of these questions just so people know who you are.
Yeah.
Okay? So let's just start it. Let's break the ice.
Woo!
Break it.
Okay, so we'll start it real simple. For each of you, what's your softball story in one line or a short phrase or something like that?
Ooh, let's see. My softball story in one word, I would say, is memorable.
Memorable.
My softball story is memorable. Clock that one.
Great word or one line. Mine would be glass half full.
Ooh.
Glass half full.
Good job.
I'm glad that we said that story. Can you just tell us for the audience your name and who you are?
Yes. Let's make it more memorable.
And make it a little bit more memorable.
Let's fill the glass up a little bit more.
Fill it up.
Water in it.
Tell them who you are, Nat.
So my name is Natalie.
Okay.
Natalie Castro. Nice to see everybody. I went to Williamsfield High School, grew up in Gilbert, graduated in 2018. I went straight into college and played after that. I started playing are we going into details?
Okay. We'll get into all that.
Okay.
All right.
I got excited.
Who are you?
Hello, I am Mia Stankiewicz. I am originally from Gilbert, Arizona, and went to Gilbert High School, played softball all my life. A part of a big baseball, softball family.
Yes.
So just is in my blood. But yeah, that's who I am.
I love it.
Gilbert girlies.
It seems like we got a bunch of East Valley.
Come on.
Now, listen,
Yes,
when
West
I
Valley.
first started in the softball scene with my kids, the West Valley was where it was. I'm sure you guys had to travel way far
Yes,
west.
all the time.
That doesn't happen anymore.
Yeah, thank goodness.
Thank goodness I'm a West Valley guy. It's like every time I have to go somewhere, it's like way. And I guess that's how you guys used to feel.
Yeah.
You just look at horses and keep going.
And just keep going, right? I love it. All right, so a couple other warm-up questions I want to ask for all of our viewers is, when you look back, what first made you fall in love with the game?
Oh my gosh. That's looking way back.
Yeah.
That's looking way back.
Yeah.
I think what made me fall in love with the game would be the girls and the sisterhood I grew up with.
Yeah.
You had always sisters by your side, going through the same exact thing. Everybody was learning and growing together, and it was the the same experience but so different, and to be able to share that and learn from like the girl next to you, and then here we are 10 years later still learning from each other. Like this is a huge example. So I would say like the sisterhood that comes with it.
I would just say the feeling of playing, and not even playing, but getting ready to play. Like you said, sisterhood, but also just getting ready to go to practice. Like I enjoyed going to practice. I enjoyed practicing. I enjoyed making a good play, not just for me, but for my teammates.
Right.
Because they relied on me. I liked having that dependency, that team unit.
Yeah.
Right.
It felt good to be an aspect in a game that needed you.
Yeah.
Right.
Needed.
Totally.
Right.
Yeah, essential.
Yeah.
So who were some of your biggest influences early in your journey? Parents? Was it somebody that you saw? Who were those biggest influences in your softball?
I can start this one. I think my family for sure, but going way back, I think my first coach was Al Vega, and he was in Little League, and I stayed with him until we went to the Little League World Series. San Bernardino, come on, repped Arizona.
Right.
But it was such a just developmental time for me that like he gave me all the confidence I needed to transitioning from Little League to club.
Right.
And he also allowed my sister to be a part of it. And so I really was able to grow a really good relationship with my sister within that, and kind of just showing her what I could do. And she was just so involved in the sport as well. So it just was like a perfect little leeway to get my love for the game going.
Right.
Yeah, really cute. And I feel like it's important too, like being sisters. Like let's do this together. I would say probably my biggest influences, obviously parents. If you're watching, my God.
Shout out to the mom and dad.
Yeah. But definitely probably the Killer Bees organization as a whole. Like that is like way OG back, badass everywhere, honestly. And Grimaldi and CAF and all the coaches that like really transitioned me for like club ball. Like of course everybody starts somewhere, but that was like the competitive, like we're here to win, come to the Hive, like dance parties, whatever it may
the
be.
Hive.
Yeah, for sure. Like it's definitely the whole Killer Bees.
I miss it.
So Mike Grimaldi came in here one time.
Yeah.
I think he's been in here a couple times. He's been in here a couple times, and I got the whole history of the Beehive
absolutely.
and Grimaldi, and how he was one of the first people to open up a batting cage here in the state of Arizona.
Yeah,
Right?
Shout out
Crazy.
Grimaldi.
Right?
That's awesome.
And I mean, you think about what he started way back then, and then how many people have opened something since, right? But one of the founding,
The
OGs in this game, right? But all right, so speaking of OGs and kind of Mike and where you guys started, so let's transition into your journey into college ball, right? One of the things they kind of stick into a certain category is JUCO ball, right? JUCO ball is where both of you started.
Yeah.
So talk to us a little bit about why you think JUCO sometimes gets overlooked, but why you made that decision to go there.
Yeah. Well, I mean, I feel like it definitely gets overlooked. Like any given day, JUCO is overlooked, which is unfortunate. And I would say even like as a senior, I was like, do I go JUCO? Like, do I try to go bigger? But like for me too, it was, I wanted to stay in Arizona. And so JUCO, especially like at Phoenix, Bear City for sure.
Bear Nation.
Bear Nation,
Nation.
Like if
All right.
like go JUCO, like go the route, get school paid for, like focus on education and like stay home, don't pay bills. Like it's so nice going JUCO, and everybody walks in as a freshman or sophomore and everybody's here learning together. And I just think JUCO is, if I had to do it again, I would go JUCO again, all over again. I would, to start off my college career.
Wow.
Yeah.
Okay.
I think it's an essential point of a girl's growing up maturity to not get all the whistles and the nice little bells because we had to grind, we had to work for it. And when you get to JUCO, you have to do it for your team, obviously, but do it for yourself. You're trying to get to the next level.
Yes.
So it's like, are you willing to put the preparation and the work in for that?
Yeah.
And if you don't, it can end up you don't want to go, but you're going to have to be the one to put yourself and get yourself to the next level.
Yeah,
So
absolutely.
it is like you kind of have to grow up.
Yeah.
Right.
And it's important for, I think, women
Yeah.
or just any athlete to grow up and just kind of stand on both their 2 feet.
Yeah. We have a lot of athletes that are, in the situation of trying to figure out if that's a route that they wouldn't want to go. You had said you would do it again.
Yeah, absolutely. I personally just don't feel like I was ready to move out of the state and move away from family. I mean, I'm very tight-knit with my family,
Right.
so that was a huge factor. Like, I wasn't just looking at, like, what jersey I'm going to wear. I was looking at what am I going to study? Where's my family going to be? What money am I going to have in my account? Like, I was looking at so many different
Saving
factors.
money.
Absolutely, that girls don't look at. And it's like, I want to go play for ASU and I want to be wearing this Pac-12 jersey or this whatever it may be, and they don't realize that there's so much more that goes into college than like what's portrayed on TV or in movies, or like it is a real world out there, and you have to grow up at a very young age.
Right.
And so I personally wasn't ready to make that jump to move and go big D1 or go wherever everybody else was going or talking about. I had a lot more in mind that I wanted to do during school, after school, post college, that personally wasn't just all softball and sunshine and rainbows,
Right,
like
right.
there's life after. And I also like going JUCO again, like the girls, like the friends,
The bond is
everybody,
just-
is just incredible.
Is
Like,
unbound.
yeah,
And anyone I
absolutely.
ask that goes to JUCO, they say the same thing. They're like,
Yeah.
that was some of the best years of my life. They go
Absolutely.
big D1 after. It's like you can make great bonds there as well.
Right.
But
Yeah.
it's like those years,
Yes.
it truly is just you and the girls just
Right.
grinding
Yeah,
stuff
like having
out.
so much fun.
It's so much fun.
And you won a national champ. Did you win a national championship?
She did.
too.
2? No, I'm sorry to disrespect
Got
you.
that.
2 JUCO national champ. That is so awesome.
Yes.
All right, so then, so you went from JUCO and then you transitioned to the next level.
Yes.
Talk to me about how JUCO prepared you for the transition to the next level.
Ooh.
I can talk on this. I think I had to make a hard decision of changing JUCOs first. I went to JUCO with her first year at PC.
Yeah.
COVID happened. Wasn't fully in playing time there. And I'm like, what's the main point of JUCO? Is to get off the bench, to get that
play,
playing time,
yeah.
get the stats up so that coaches can see you,
Yeah.
what you can do. So I went to South Mountain, coached under Brittany Mata. Yeah.
Yeah.
And then Brandon Telesco.
Mm-hmm.
And that was just the year where I was put my head down, grinded everything out.
Mm-hmm.
And I had great coaches to assist me with that. But being on top of that JUCO status and going into the D1 after getting recruited, it is just a wake-up call. It is for anyone who's going there. From if you're going to go right from high school or you're going to go from JUCO, you kind of have to understand that even your work ethic might not get you the results that you want.
Right.
It's you have to come in and kind of be on the coach's radar from the get-go. Because I feel like I came into that one being a very hard worker, but sometimes hardworking isn't all you have to be.
Yeah.
You have to kind of be more mentally strong. You have way more competition to challenge you,
Mm-hmm.
and you're constantly getting better. You have coaches that are expecting more.
Girls are older.
Girls are older.
Yeah.
Coming into the middle, you got not only have the older girls to play with, you have the fresh new ones that
To help
coaches
mentor.
brought in with the new
Yeah.
coach. They want them to play as well, want them to get that experience.
Right.
So it was a little bit of wake up call for me. I enjoyed it still.
Yeah.
A lot of mental growth on me, maturity,
Mm-hmm.
but I would not do anything over. I
Yeah.
loved
And
how I did it.
I don't know, like, speaking for you, but I feel like it was a little easier to transition into a 4-year after starting at a JUCO.
Oh, yeah.
Because it was like, okay, we're about the same age, and now we've all played a little bit of college ball besides the incoming freshmen for 4 years. And, like, we're all seeing the same mindset. We're all here to grind and, like, figure it out and, like, just, like, navigate through life. And so I would say the transition was a lot easier for like, from high school to college. like that would have been a little harder for me. It was so much easier with JUCO, like in between, to help balance that.
Yeah.
Because then you're used to the 6:30 workouts and then go to school and then do this and this and this, all in a very set schedule, compared to high school. You're having fun. You're going to football games, and like softball's like cool and like you're having fun, but then you have girlfriends and so many things to do. And then whereas JUCO is like that nice balance, and then like you get to a 4-year and it's like, okay, I'm here to grind. We're all here to grind and get our education and finish that degree and then see where we go from there. Right. So I would say it was pretty easy.
Yeah.
I thought it was a little bit easier than jumping straight into a 4-year.
Yeah, I agree with that.
Mia, you talked about mental health. So let's kind of transition into mental health. Every athlete hits walls.
100%.
Big ones.
Big ones, right?
Stiff
so
walls.
confidence dips, slumps, burnout, right?
Totally.
What was your lowest moment mentally during your college career?
Oh gosh. Lowest moment. I don't know if I can exactly pinpoint
Too many to count.
Way too many, honestly. One a week,
just kidding.
probably.
And I'll give you some time to think about it. The reason why I ask this is because sometimes we look at mental health as we're the only ones going through it.
Yeah.
And we don't understand that others are experiencing something that we have experienced.
Yeah.
As a trainer in SFS, right, I've really gotten soft. When I first started, I was hard, right? But I think once I've been doing this for almost 10 years, right? And through these 10 years, I've seen the mental warfare that a lot of athletes have gone through.
Yeah.
And so seeing what that has done to athletes has really softened my heart.
Yeah.
And also made me want to let people know that they're not alone.
Yes. Yeah. And it's different with women too.
Absolutely.
Like the female athlete is completely different and
right.
like a whole new creature to learn.
Yeah.
To be honest.
Right.
You have to coach them a different way.
Yeah, like understand
right.
and like I would say like the lowest point. I still, after hearing that, can't think of exactly pinpointing. I would definitely say it's got to be like a slump.
Was there a low moment you can think of?
Low moment I could think of.
I'll let you think, and I have mine.
Let me think.
So it was at CSUN. It was my second year, and it was after they brought even more transfers on. And I came in as a big hitter, and my bat was not producing as much as I thought it should be, and as much as the coaches thought it should be. Right. And, you're just pushing yourself 10 times harder trying to get those results. And when you're pushing for results, it's just that can really drain when it's connected to your mental health and you're not producing it. And so I would say that I wasn't playing, and I kind of had to transition into a different role, more of a coaching role, where I was hearing the coaches, what they were saying, and I would be more of an accountability partner for all the girls in the team. And they saw how hard I worked, so they respected it as well. And that just goes to show it's like I didn't let that mental part of me, let me go down. I said, okay, how can I flip the switch? Mm-hmm. How can I change this? I know I'm a great player, but the coaches don't need me in that position right now. Yeah. They need me more in a emotional support for the other girls. And I was able to do that. I knew what I could do inside, but I was able to kind of change it up, change my point of perspective on that. And that helped me kind of push harder for what I wanted to go and transition to D2 after.
Right.
And I think the whole talk around mental health, I think, is very important. I think we've gotten so much better talking about it, especially in college. Yeah. But I also don't want people to think that mental health should be the reason that you let go of something you love. Yeah. You need to make sure, what I did was push through, kept on going, and use mental health to strengthen me up so that I can take more challenges in the future when things aren't going my way and flip the switch and change my point of view on it and get tougher. Yeah.
I love that. I love how you reset.
Reset, yeah.
Reset, yeah, when you weren't necessarily playing well or when your role changed.
Yes.
Right.
Right.
There's roles on every team.
There's roles on every team. And what you said is, all right, this is the role I'm going to play. Let me reset my mindset so I can understand that. Because a lot of people don't understand that, if your role is more of a coaching role or a support role, that's your role.
Yeah.
And you got to be comfortable with that role.
Right.
Yeah.
And
So
then be the best
And I'm
at
still
that.
there to challenge the girls every single day at practice, or
Right.
be right at their heels,
Right.
making
I'm
sure that
coming
they
for
do
it
good.
still.
Exactly.
Yeah,
I'm not
totally.
letting
Love
out.
that.
No.
Yeah.
What is one mental skill? So I'll get you out of that other question. So what is one mental skill or routine that you still use today that came from softball?
Ooh, good one. I would say for me, it's probably like giving everything 100%. Like if you're gonna do anything, like do it balls to the wall and don't look back until it's done, completed to your highest expectation. That was something I most definitely took away from softball. Like in day-to-day life and friendships and relationships and anything you could think of. If you're gonna do something, like give it your all and like strive to be better every day, no matter if it's
1%.
with one person or a company or community
Yeah.
or whatever it may be. Like always just look to be better and what path you're gonna take to succeed.
Right.
So I would say definitely like balls to the wall, grinding. Wake up, grind every day. Like grind does not stop because you're going through it or you're having a bad day. Like what can I do to fake it to make it and still put a smile on my face and like keep moving? Like what is the next adventure?
Because there's a routine, right? I mean, you spoke about it
Absolutely.
earlier. You spoke about how you wake up. It's weights. It's everything is structured, right?
Yeah, for
so,
sure.
So we'll get into that a little later. I got some questions. for you,
I was gonna
but-
say I could touch on that.
Yeah. No, I was like, wait a second. I got a question later on about that. I love how this is flowing. So you spoke about support systems.
Yes.
Right. And each of you had mentioned it a little earlier, so gave a shout out to your parents. But both of you come from very supportive support systems.
Yes.
And oftentimes there's athletes that don't have that support system, or parents don't realize that their role is vital
Absolutely.
in the success of their child.
Yes.
So, how did your parents' involvement help or hurt at different points of your career?
You want to go first?
No, you go first.
I was gonna say I could go first.
Yeah, you
Okay.
can go. You ready? You ready? Take it.
I would say both my parents helped more ways than hurt, for sure. My mom is the loud, extroverted, like you can hear her from, I'm in like center field or right field, wherever I was playing, and I could hear her like from the parking lot. Like she was very loud and very emotional.
clapper.
Yes, the clapper. Like she was my biggest cheerleader, but she was also like my biggest like what's the word? My biggest cheerleader, and she was also my biggest critic. Thank you. Hello. She totally was, but she did like know that balance of like sitting down and being like, hey, like you honestly, like that was not you out there. Like it wasn't you. And she would explain the why. And of course I'm already frustrated. So I'd be like, oh, I know. Like, but she was also the loudest one clapping. She has so many videos of everything good that I did. And my dad was the very chill, like, you have fun, mija, and I'll have dinner when you're home. And like, he was just like, as long as you're having fun and enjoying life, like, that's all that's needed. Like, I'm just gonna be here to watch you, like, do your thing.
Right.
Whereas my mom was like the both, and then my dad was very chill.
Right.
So I would definitely pick and choose who I was going to.
Right,
I played a lot of mom and
Yeah.
dad, depending on what I needed in that moment.
Right.
So.
Yeah.
Now, Mia, I mean, you come from a very athletic family. You have a father who's a well-known baseball coach. You have a sister who played at Arizona State. You have a brother that is playing. Is he playing in Mexico right now, or did he play?
Well, the season just ended.
His season
Yeah.
just ended. And then there's you. Are you the youngest one?
The baby child.
You're the baby
There is
child.
Dane too, who's also coaching at Pepperdine.
Oh, then you have another
Yes,
brother
yes.
coaching at Pepperdine.
Yeah.
Good Lord.
I don't want to leave him out. I feel like he gets sad.
So then now, I mean, so then it comes baby Mia,
I know.
right? The last one.
Baby Mia. That's literally what they would call me.
That's what they call you,
they would
baby
call
Mia.
Me,
They would just usually be like, "Why are you acting like a baby?"
Why are you
Usually
acting like a
that's what they
baby,
would
right?
say. But yeah, with 4 kids all playing baseball, softball, football, volleyball, every
for
sport,
sure.
basketball.
Right.
My parents did not have a lot of free time on their hands. So every single time I did see them on the field or out the field, I knew that like that just came from like the appreciation from me, because it took a lot to just get there. Like for them to devote that time to me, I felt very appreciative of it, especially with my dad being so busy all the time. And he did a very good job of not forcing me to think that like I need to do this sport. I would always have to ask him to go practice with me. And they're like, your dad's a coach. You're probably coaching, like being coached all the time. My dad would never like willingly coach me. He'd be like, do you want this advice? And I'd be like, yes, clear. Go. But it's just like they did a very good job of balancing and making sure that I was giving the attention, even though as the fourth kid of a very
Save
busy
the best
family.
For last.
Yeah, right.
Save the best for last.
I was driving myself to a lot of the tournaments, but they would try to stop by. That just shows like how they value me.
Right. That's funny you say that, because I think as parents, I know the first one, you're all in, right? You're geared up, right? You've got
signs,
the hat and you got signs and the blinky, but by the time the fourth one comes, they're driving themselves.
Exactly, and every kid has like 4 boxes of baby pictures, and then there's me. I have 1 box.
You got 1 box.
Because they're just like, oh, we feeling smart.
Yeah. Check a box. Oh man. All right, so let's talk about academics. All right, and there's a balance, right? So, what was the hardest part about balancing school and softball?
Well, obviously you take a sip. I'll start.
You do that. You do that.
I would say, well, academics is huge, and you do need to figure it out as soon as you can. You're like a time management schedule. Right. So I would say time management is like the biggest thing that you could control yourself, and you need it if you needed to be somewhere at 6 a.m. and you wanted to go out the night before, but like practice, like you need to figure out your priorities and get a solid time management schedule down. And it's funny, we were actually talking on the way here, and she mentioned a really good point of like if you like fall asleep in your bed while studying, like
you have to find out the techniques and way to do stuff for you. Like there's one person that can study in their bed. I can't. I will fall asleep in like 5 minutes. So I always had to go to the library and do my stuff and like make it a way to be around people so that I kind of have that like accountability where I don't know if it's just like my ADHD, but I can't do anything. Like I'm so much more productive when I'm around people.
Right.
And it's just, you have to find what fits for you.
Totally.
And also within that, time manage, like you said, but be able to, within having softball responsibilities or your athletic responsibilities and academics, those come priority first.
Yes.
Getting your family, still talking to them, but also having time for yourself so you don't burn out.
Yes.
Like you need to have like, give yourself 10 minutes to just listen to music in the car, but you need that 10 minutes. But when you're overworked
or thinking,
and you don't have the time, you can
on.
get stressed out, burnt out like that.
Right.
Because
It's
I'm
just
like
giving
the opposite.
that. Yeah.
Like I have to be alone.
Right.
Like I can't be like studying in a group full of people because I'll just want to talk.
Right.
Like how does everybody's
I
day?
can see that.
Very social.
I can see
Yes.
that, yeah.
So I have to be alone to focus.
Right.
So it's all about learning who you are and what you need to benefit yourself for the future.
Right.
So academics, I think, is huge. To answer your question,
It's very important. It's priority
Very
when you're going to
important.
college.
Absolutely.
So let me ask you guys this. Have you ever hit the I might be done with this point? Where academics and school kind of just got a little overwhelming?
Yes, I hit that like my last year of playing, honestly. I don't even remember like the moment it hit me, but I was like, there's more after this. Like there's more. Like where's my health insurance going to come from? Like where's my 401k? Like what am I going to be doing in the future?
Right.
Like I am here studying because like I wanted to go to school for like I went to school for like my career, my education. I didn't go just to play. And I do feel like there's a solid like balance of like, am I going to play and like get a side of education, or like am I going for education and to play?
You know, it's funny you say that because I remember, again, part of my journey, I actually met you when I was helping coach.
Yes.
Right?
You asked me a really good question one day, and I'll never forget.
What did I ask you?
We were in here, and you were like, who are you? And I was like, what? Like, I'm like, yeah, I was like at a loss for words. I was like, who am I? And you were like to think into it further. like you were like, you're a sister, like you're an aunt, you're a daughter, you're so many more things than just a softball player. And I was
So
like,
great.
you're damn right. Like, why didn't I
That's very
ever
important.
think about that?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Right.
And so,
I think during that journey, I was, again, I'm experiencing so much. And so when I started working with older athletes, that's when I probably started asking that, like, who are you? Because I started hearing you guys talk about that, right?
Yes.
You're about to graduate college.
right.
What am I doing now?
Right. And who am I?
Oh, who am? Yes.
What am I?
Yeah. What are you?
Yeah,
right.
absolutely.
And and I guess those different experiences, working with both young and more mature athletes that are about to graduate college, really has changed my entire mindset, and that's why I like these podcasts.
Yeah.
Because we're talking real things.
Yeah, like
Right?
we went through it.
You went through it,
You're
right?
getting in our
And so I
brains.
think a lot of people that, parents who are, going through the process,
Yes.
or athletes that are about to go through the process or are in the process right now need to know these key
Yeah.
things.
And there's more to life.
There's
I think
more to
there's
life.
So,
There's
more
than
to
just the 4 to 6 years.
It
that you're
doesn't
gonna
feel
play.
like it when you're in it. It feels
Yes,
like you're like,
it's
I gotta
forever.
get every day done because it is exhausting. But
Yes.
you do have to take time to be like, what do I want to be?
Yes.
Who do I want to be?
And what's next?
So speaking about that, what advice would you give to high school athletes preparing for that reality of being a student athlete?
Good question. I think there's so many things that we could say. I would say like, you want to
Take it all in. I would say don't rush it.
Yeah.
And really, even the hard times, sit down in it. Like,
Yes.
stay calm. Like, slow it down. Slow everything down. Everything's going to be coming at you 50 miles per hour. It's going to be like, how do people do this? But as soon as you start doing it, you're going to understand that every which way you can get stuff done.
Yes.
And it could be your way or it could be someone else's way, as long as it gets done.
Yes. And I would also, I feel like to add on to that and like being in such a new environment. There's a ghost. I'm scared. Name that vine.
I'm scared.
Scared.
No, Molly rolled over on it.
You okay? Okay. Yeah, there's a it speaks.
All right, so how do we go back on that? You can edit pieces?
Yeah.
We can do
All right.
Maybe just keep it in. Let's give it raw.
Let's keep it raw.
Yeah.
All right. Technical difficulty.
And action.
Remember, this is the first time.
Remember, we go with
This
the
is
flow.
first
You have
time. This-
different-
oh, God. All
We're
right.
used to going with the
Outside
flow.
factors.
All right, here we go.
We're
The science.
Start it.
We're college athletes who that is a prime example of how you just have to go with the
just gotta
flow.
go with it.
With
You know?
it. Gotta go
Like
with it. Can't
is
make it
gonna
perfect all the
happen.
time.
Exactly.
I try to make it look perfect
And you can't be
good, like
perfect all the time, right? And that's a great topic.
Right.
Still do your best work and get it done. Doesn't have to be perfect.
Yes.
Don't be a perfectionist.
Yes.
Because that will stop you from actually trying to do something because you're like, oh, it's not gonna be perfect.
Yes.
Just do it.
Right.
And then if you fail, that's a lesson. Learn from it. Next time.
Next time
You fail
is gonna
again.
flow.
Lesson. You're getting more towards perfection.
Totally.
Every single step.
I love it. Let's lighten it up a little bit.
Yes.
Since
Literally.
let's lighten it up.
Lights.
Since the light fell. What is one memory that still makes you laugh every time you think about it?
Oh my gosh. I would say all of the like concerts I have given at the Hive. So if in the Hive,
Okay.
throw way back to like 2012. I was
Yeah.
like 12.
Okay.
And if you were ever caught singing or dancing in the Hive, you had to perform. Like you had to perform in front of every age group, everybody who was there. If you were ever caught singing or dancing, Grimaldi would watch the cameras. Like we got serious in that Hive. And so you would have a stage. So I would think like every single concert I've ever given, I could laugh at because you're just in there and you're swinging and you're doing top hand, bottom hand drills and it's so serious and it's the weekend. And so you hear like Lady Gaga come on and you're like, ooh, poker face. Like
Yeah.
I'm going to get into it. And then it was like concert.
So Mia would probably be the one that was always on stage if she was in that environment
honestly-
singing Selena.
I was shy when I was a little younger.
Yeah, come on the floor.
Bitty, bitty, bum, bum.
I can't control myself.
You can't control yourself. Anytime you hear Selena, huh? Oh, well, that's good. Do you have a memory?
I would say I don't have the exact memory. I would say Halloween practices are my favorite.
so
I love
fun.
to like pop out. I was
Yes.
Nacho Libre one time.
Oh my gosh.
Guy Fieri.
We were
Colonel
Colonel Sanders.
Sanders and the chicken.
A chicken.
I had a
have
chicken.
to show a picture.
We do.
Oh my gosh.
had
Insert
chicken.
picture.
Insert picture now.
Chicken
Send a
outfit.
picture.
Yeah. She was eating me. It was awesome.
So funny. Oh my gosh.
But that's like
yeah.
your time to shine. I love being
Totally.
goofy. I love being weird.
Yeah.
It's just a time to be yourself.
All right, so let's talk about life after softball.
Ooh. Fun stuff.
How did softball prepare you for the real world? Career, relationships, life in general.
Oh my gosh. It prepared in like so many ways that you don't even like think about until you're in that situation. Like even just now, it's like you go with the flow of things. Like
Right.
you prepare for something and like what's the saying? Like you expect the worst.
Oh, yeah.
But prepare for the worst, expect the best.
Yeah,
Is
yeah.
that how it
Prepare
goes?
for the worst, but expect
You
the
know,
best.
like the saying I'm trying
Yeah,
to say.
I'm just letting you flow with it. Yes.
Like
it flow, let it
you
flow.
prepare for the worst for sure, and like you're always ready for what could possibly happen, or like little things here and there. Like you look ahead at things. Like when you're on deck, you're looking at the pitcher and how she's gripping it, and what her first pitch is versus what her fifth pitch is, and like you find a rhythm of things.
Yes.
And so even now, it's like, what are we looking at for tomorrow?
Right.
What are we looking at for the next hour? Like how are we
Next
going to
week,
set ourselves
next
up
month,
for
right.
success by looking into the future, but still to be ready to like go with the flow and to be like jelly and to just like you mold in the ways you're supposed to mold in like direct, whether it was like obviously games to like now in person, and like even like in like relationship wise or friendship wise, like you learn that everybody like learns differently, everybody speaks differently.
Right.
Like how do I help me learn, or how does she help me learn? Like you have to learn how we
Adapt.
Yes, exactly. And everybody's so different, and so it's to be like very open and communicative. And
Yeah. I would say not to take things so personally.
Yes,
I'm like
for sure.
very open to criticism. I think that helped me a lot. People talk about coaches and how if they're not hard on you, they're not giving you the truth. And I agree with that 100%. They have to give you confidence, but they also have to give you what you're doing wrong. And some people stray away from that because they can't, they don't like it. They don't like to hear it.
get scared.
That's the reality of it, is where when you get in the real world, you're going to mess up and you're going to have a boss that'll be like, I need this better. You need to give me a better report. Okay. I need to be able not to go in my car and cry. I need to be able to be like, take that on
grain of salt.
on the shoulder
And
and
grind.
just get back and put my head down and grind it.
Yeah.
Right.
Because it's not going to be perfect out here. It never will be.
Yeah.
So,
And I also think it sets up like for like the physical aspect. Like we still work out to this day. Like we go through like different like training stuff that like we used to do in college. And now that we're older, it's like a whole different ball game. Like how are you staying in shape like mentally and physically
Yeah.
post college? Like there's so many different things. Like of course we can't like bench 135 or whatever we used to back in college.
I never got
But we're
there.
still at the gym and we're still Yes, you did. I have videos.
135?
I don't know. Okay, 115. You get the point. 100. The bar.
That's 45.
Yeah.
I
So,
think even in my prime, I wasn't even.
but you know what I mean? Okay, then squatting. We squatted
Squatting,
so
yeah.
much. Like it's just like you have to learn like your body in college to post college, and like
We're
what
talking
you can
PRs
do.
on here.
Yeah. Yeah. All right.
Always.
Love it. All right. So now post college, things that you learned. Now you're at Underground Bats.
Yes.
UGB.
There it is. UGB.
UGB.
All right. So talk to me about how you guys ended up at Underground Bats, and I know you were there first.
Yes. Oh
And
my gosh.
so how you landed there, what your role is, and tell us a little bit about Underground Bats.
Well, it's Underground Bats, for everybody who doesn't know, and who's tuning in here. Underground Bats was founded or started like 10 years ago, and Glenn Scambati, our owner / boss, he bought it out from his partner about 3 years ago. And it was, well, okay, backtrack, let's basics. Softball, baseball equipment resellers. So we're big resellers of all the brands. Wilson, Marucci, Victus, Rawlings is like our number one. We have a huge premier account with them. Easton, Louisville. So I'm just like trying to blank of names. We say this every day. Tanner Tees, Bonet, Sterling, like any brand you could think of in this world, we're resellers of for when it comes to anything softball, baseball. And I was working with Glenn like for fun on the side, like on Saturdays at tournaments for like cash under the table. Like I was just putting some money in my pocket. What college athlete doesn't love like money? Especially like to be just at the fields working like 8 hours ish at a tournament and like seeing the younger girls and like trying to help them or give them like little hitting lessons while they're doing a demo. To really like growing into that like new role post college. And he came to me like last July, maybe August, and was like, I want you to manage this. And I was like, yeah, funny. Like absolutely, like I got my degree in criminal justice. Like I don't know one thing about Google Sheets. Like this is not gonna work. And he was like, no, like you're gonna manage this and you're gonna do great, and I'm gonna be somebody you can like follow after, mentor, and like I'll guide you through all this. And it probably took me like 8 dinners later, and a long time to say yes, because I was very nervous. Like, how am I going to manage a business when this is like my first big girl job out of college. It was a huge first step. So it did take a lot of thinking and honestly praying about of like, is this for me? And come like October 15th to be exact, so almost or over 1 year ago now, I said yes, and I took it and ran with it, and I learned the ins and outs of in between the lines as a completely different viewer, which was like insane. Like to hear the technology.
You don't think about that when you're playing. You're like, I don't even know what I'm swinging. I'm just swinging about that. I know that I hopefully can get a hit off.
Totally. And like it was like learning like from A to Z of like from like the clothes you put on or like what brands you put on versus like the different technology between like a single or a double barrel or a 2-piece versus a 1-piece or a closed pocket versus an open pocket glove. Like I didn't have a clue, honestly. I just like use what I got and called it a day. And so now to be like on the other side of it, like helping girls out or helping the young community around us, boys, girls, we have baseball, softball, and to be like, hey, like you're a pitcher, you should be using a closed pocket glove. Like you want to know why? Here's the reason why. I can explain it. Like I now understand exactly, like not exactly, but I have a better understanding of what equipment you should be using and why. And so this was about a solid year or almost, and then about 2.5 months ago, it was like, okay, we're growing. Like this is huge for us. Like we're getting involved in our community. I mean, that was my role when I first stepped in, and like now we need somebody else, and we're gonna need like somebody to make things successful behind the scenes, and like who can do that. And I knew she was just getting home from her traveling to Italy. And she was all around Europe.
Spain. I saw it.
It was Spain.
Okay.
And
Hola.
You're right.
So she was wee-weeing her way back here. And I was like, you know what? I think I know another college athlete who needs a job. And
hence me.
Yeah, hence her. And I knew she was getting her master's in project management. And it was like, okay, like I've
some projects to manage.
A lot of projects to manage completely. Really. And so I started to form, like I was customer relations, and now let's look for an operations. And so then I reached out to Mia, and I came with like the operations of like inventory and like what can you do or set up to help everything run smoothly. And so I guess she can now explain her role of what she kind of does.
So all the operations pretty much in-house of UGB would be kind of on my plate. And it took me a while to kind of get used to it. I think every day was just like, and there was no like training. Like when Natalie got into this role, like Glenn was just like, just run with it. And so it was the same thing with me.
For a long
She kept
time.
on running. She kept on running. Now she's in a little jog, and I'm keeping up. But it just was a lot to handle or just to jump into. But I think Natalie and Glenn did a great job of allowing me to understand what we're selling.
Yes.
And we're also selling not just like materials, not just this equipment, but like confidence. Like we want to be in these girls' lives. Like we want to take demos. We want to make sure that they're swinging the right bat for their swing. Right. It's just it's more personal. It's like, and we love making those connections. And like I love, especially in the softball world, we're so like close knitted. Right. And it's just like there's so much we can produce within that.
Absolutely.
And so,
and for like girls to talk to us, and it's like still being in the game, but and not as a coaching like perspective per se, but like you're coming to me for like a demo, you're like looking for a new bat. Okay, well, like let's start and build a connection, and like what position are you playing? How old are you wanting to keep playing? Because there's so many things that factor into this. It's not just like, oh, here's a $500 bat, cool, buy it, thanks, have a great day. It's like send me videos, send us pictures.
We want to make sure that we're handling it with care. Absolutely. And like we're giving you guys everything that we can.
And we do like it with a lot of your girls too. And so obviously we'll add like your discount code as well. And we'll talk about that later too. Yeah, absolutely.
I like the discount code because what it does, it just allows us as a company to refer a trusted partner to our athletes who need a quality glove, quality bat, and quality customer service. Sometimes you guys even deliver to houses. You take them to tournaments, right? I mean, I'm like, hey, it's a Friday night. They're in the facility. Bat breaks. Call Natalie. She'll deliver a bat. And now you guys are like, you're like, BJ, are you serious? I'm like, I'm sorry, but yeah. So
and I'll be there.
And you'll be there.
Both be there.
Call Natalie.
That's the Motel 6. We always have a light on.
They always have a light on. Yeah, I'm like, bat breaks. I give them a card as they walk out. I'm like, sorry, here's Nat's number.
I was meeting people at gas stations.
Like
with someone else.
Get that.
Safe first. Yes.
All right. Well, good. Well, let's fast forward. We'll provide that discount code.
Absolutely.
I don't know. Do you want to give a discount? Do you have a discount code?
Yes, you do, of course, have a discount code.
Can we just SFS? So when they call you, just say, hey, I saw this. Can we create an Around the Dirt one?
We can. Like a ATD.
Around the Dirt?
We totally can.
Can we do that?
Yes, and fun fact for all of your like listeners too who aren't local, we do also have a website. We're like pretty much launched.
Okay.
And so we can get that ATD discount code for them to use there too.
Perfect.
And we'll be able to see on the back end everybody who comes through you, special pricing as well as figuring out everything for here at SFS too, and getting everybody a little TLC.
I love it.
Yes,
so,
we will definitely add that.
So by the time this launches, you'll have an ATD discount code where they can input that or call you.
Yes.
And
ATD or SFS, you're special.
ATD
you
or
get
SFS.
two.
I got two.
Yeah, you get two.
All right. So let's go reflection time because we're running a little long.
Ooh, okay.
All right. So if you could go back and tell your 17-year-old self one thing before college ball, what would it be?
Holy crap. Good reflection.
Don't cut your hair.
Don't cut
Okay. I did that once, and my sister was calling me Dora for like 5 weeks. Anyways, no, I would say live in that moment that you're in right now. Growing up is going to be going so fast. As soon as you get out of college, it's just, even when you get into college, everything's, it just goes by like.
I saw this video on social the other day. I was laughing. It was a young girl who just was in college, and so she's used to getting her summers off. So come June 30th, she's now working. Right? Have you seen this video? June 30th came, and she's like, "Okay, guys, I'll see you in August." They were like, "What do you mean?" What do you mean? And she's like, I'm going on summer break.
Bye.
There ain't no break. It's the real world.
Yeah. Well, you don't
get
a break.
No.
Yeah. So
we're learning that. We are quite literally learning that. They're like fall break,
no more
and I'm
trips.
like, huh?
No more trips.
That's why I did it. I did my big one.
You did.
I did my big one.
You did your big trip before you had to get your big girl job.
Next one will be honeymoon. That's like in like 50 years.
50 years?
I'm just kidding.
Lord. 15 years? What'd you say?
50. She said 50.
50. You ain't never going to get married. You ain't never get married. All right. Okay, here we go. Finish this sentence. Softball taught me to
love myself.
Do do it for yourself.
What do you guys do?
Clock that.
Which fingers
ASMR.
do you do? Is there a certain finger? Is it these two?
Like
the
your
pointers.
pinchers, your pincher fingers.
And then what does this mean?
Like
It
clock
means
it.
like clock.
Like
happy clock.
Like, you know what, write that down. Like, that was really
Clock
good.
it.
Clock it. So, like,
Clock
if somebody, or if you, like, tell
Clock
us,
it.
you're like, I need you guys to go do this because you're being like this right now, I'd be like, BJ, clock it.
Clock
you know
it.
what? You clocked
All right,
me.
I'm going to clock it.
Yeah.
I'm going to clock it. Ladies, listen, it has been phenomenal having you here.
Thank you so much.
Is there any last things that you want to say before I close it out?
I would say one discount code for this guy, Coach BJ, always and forever.
always.
Always and forever. And enjoy every second, really.
Yeah.
Like, take everything we say, like we've been through it. Like, we've done the boys, we've done the softball, we've done the late night yeses, we've done everything. So, like, truly, if you have any questions or comments, concerns, or you're like, hey, well, how should I navigate this step of my life?
Yeah.
Reach out to us. Like, we are very personable people,
Yeah.
and we are just here to help the girls in the community and everybody around us.
Right.
Love it.
Truly.
I would say love yourself, love your family, love your teammates, and love God. That's all I
Yeah.
gotta say.
You want to give a shout out to your sister?
Oh yeah. Hey Marissa. How you doing? Hey Gio. She just had a kid.
Yeah.
Actually, he just turned 2.
Yeah, I was going to say.
He's in his terrible 2s right now,
Yeah.
so
Yeah.
pray for him.
Listen, no.
Pray for
Hey,
her.
okay, listen.
Pray for her.
I saw him this weekend. I told you about that, right?
so cute.
Now I told you I saw him, but listen, he is a player already.
Oh my God.
He's a player. He's 2 years old,
I
and
already
the
got him a
girl,
T-ball
the little
bat.
girl.
I already got him a T-ball bat.
The little girls. He was all. I was like, look, jeans
trouble.
run deep.
Deep.
Jeans run deep.
Trouble.
Trouble.
Marissa's, Marissa's son.
Yes, yes, it is. Yes, it is.
He's got her attitude too.
Yes. I do have a funny story about your sister. I know we got to close this out, but we don't know
It's
what we're doing.
Marissa. It doesn't count.
It is.
Yeah.
So when I first met your sister, she was mean. She was
When
mean. What's that? When hasn't she been mean? I know. So we were doing
just
I
can't-
think I was doing a camp or something. You said, I love you. I love you. I love you. We were doing a camp. And I saw your sister and I was like, oh, we actually had to be coaches on the same team. Right. And so I walk and I've got my attitude and she's got her attitude. She was not going to let my attitude win over her attitude. Right. And so I was like, who is this? Right. Who is this? Come to find out, this woman has been through it. She is about it. She knew everything. I was like, I'm just going to take
everything.
I'm going to take a step back and let you run the show because you know what you're doing. And we've been friends ever since.
She's been the one coach that I feel like her and Brandon, she was able to explain everything to me the way I needed to hear it. And to have that coach is just such a blessing because sometimes you just don't hear the same
Right.
thing. You need to hear it a different way.
And then the last thing I remember about her is, so she had called me up when she was coaching college and she says, BJ, I need some help from a hitting standpoint. Can you work with some of our girls? I said, yes. Now, mind you, your sister was pregnant with Gio at the time. This woman is 9 months pregnant, taking ground balls and showing people. You remember this? You remember taking ground balls with a big old belly and mandating that the athletes do the same thing. Like
She could do it.
Come on now.
Right.
How powerful
She
of
can
a
do
woman is that?
Yes.
She's
Right?
Maybe is this like a
strongest.
bridge to we need to get her on
Oh,
in this
yeah.
chair
Ooh,
next?
yes.
Maybe
we
that's
need to get her
a
on the
bridge.
chat. All
When
right.
she gets back in Arizona,
Yes.
she's coming this weekend.
She's coming this weekend. Marissa, you're on the next one.
Yeah, there we
All
go.
right. Everybody, thank you for joining us on this episode of Around the Dirt.
Woohoo.
Maybe we'll start doing multi-people again.
Absolutely.
Right? I think maybe people are tired of hearing me and my stories.
No.
But,
Never.
Never tired of my stories.
BJ
All right,
always
we'll blend
and
it
forever.
in.
Yes.
Oh, we'll blend them in. We'll blend them in. Thank you guys.
Thank you.
Thank
I
you so
appreciated
much.
you. I appreciated you. I appreciate you. And, we'll have to do this again.
Oh, absolutely.
All right.
We'll
Thank
be
you.
back.
Bye, everybody.
Bye.
Bye.
Woo!
XOXO. Gossip Girl.
Thank you for joining me on this episode of Coffee Talk. Subscribe to our channel and connect with us on social media to keep the conversation going. Ready to grow the game we love? Join us at aroundthedirt.com. The bigger our community, the stronger the game. Play ball, connect all.